chance for the Chargers, and they score!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. We are here live at Revive Coffee in Ashaway,
Well, I hope so.
Rhode Island. What do you mean you hope so?
I like it when everybody says we're here live.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I'm alive. Oh, live, not alive.
Yes, we're here live at Revive Coffee in Ashaway, and I am here with Ken.
I'm just going to keep, you don't like that when I interrupt, John.
I love when you interrupt
me.
It's my favorite thing.
Keep coming here every day, and I just show up and
You've decided that this is the studio now.
Yeah, I'm just going to come in. Me and Brett going to have coffee. He fixed mine for me already. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that idea is that I have to set it up and take it down every day. You don't care.
So we all have our crosses to bear. And that's yours.
That is mine. That is mine. Well, we are here
live.
What
a beautiful morning, though, huh?
It is. The humidity has finally broken, which is really nice. The humidity is only about 75% today. It was in the high 90s the last few days.
Yeah, it's one of these days where it's probably 74 and it feels like 74.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I mean, I love it when they do that. It's 74 degrees today, but it feels like 87.
Yeah.
No, it feels like 87. It is 87.
Well, that's the difference, right? There's that's
humidity.
Why the feels like temperature is what you should go by when you're playing stuff. But I don't know, Ken.
Delicious.
I'm not a weatherman. I just play one on Musqueamicut Beach.
Delicious coffee.
Is it delicious coffee?
Oh.
I haven't. It is delicious coffee. Our mystery guest over on the side said it is delicious coffee. Do you want to come sit and chill? You okay?
And it's got by the way, he's got pastry too, you know.
No, I'm not hungry.
I'm going to get one to go home.
He does have pastries. All right. So,
I know it. It's delicious looking. I know that.
Let's get this. Oh, that's over towards me. Let's go the other way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, do not adjust your internet screen. I was going to say television set, but that is not the right answer. The voice is back. We are joined this morning by the inimitable Greg Morano. Greg, you gotta. I don't know if you've forgotten, but you got to talk into the mic when we're here. So, and I'll set up Ken with another microphone. The legend and the voice.
Well, I'm certainly beyond excited to be here, Ben, with you guys. I have missed it greatly. And now with everything coming up, I'm just super excited.
Well, we're happy to have you back, man, and we're happy you're feeling better and doing well. And
things are going well. Yeah, I got to knock on wood, but I don't really think it's coincidental. But yeah, things have been going really well, and just with all the sports to look forward to here in the fall. And I start Pee Wee football on August 1st. I go to all their practices, so I go to a bunch of high school practices. So I start pretty good for football right off the bat in August when they do.
Nice. And by the way, Dream Team a little bit, calling some football this fall together. The two of you, we're gonna stick you guys in the booth together. I know that was something that you requested last year. As soon as he came on board, you said,
I want to do games with him. I need to learn a little bit. I'm kind of at a stalemate.
You asked for Ken though immediately.
Yeah,
you were like,
you
were like, all right, well, Ken, I want in. So
yeah, I always did, but shit, I don't want to say the guy's
thank you,
name,
Coach.
But the guy that had the bone up his butt about the whole drama there, and so it was until that ended and you picked up, and then we were able to actually be friends like we've been.
I do like having you guys as friends.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I mean, it's not that far away now.
Oh, 50 days. Okay.
And this, I like it when Greg said that he goes to all the Pee Wee football games, and even goes to a lot of the high school practices, which means to me that when we get to do our first game, Greg's going to know all the players and everything, and my job is going to be beautiful. It's going to be easy.
I thought you were just going to say my job is just going to say beautiful, just after everything beautiful. But that's when I'm around. I just say that was great. That was great. So
that's good though.
Yeah, and at the moment, I mean, plans might change, but we have 3 Thanksgiving games to do this year.
No kidding.
Yeah, we have 3 Thanksgiving games to do.
Yeah, I got home Thanksgiving, so I'm happy about that.
You what's that?
Home Thanksgiving with the dogs.
So.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have Charahoe's.
Charahoe's at home and Prout is at home. So we have 3 Thanksgivings to do all simultaneously this year. And on my notes at the moment, you guys are calling the show. You guys are calling the big show together. So
might not be the biggest show of the year. You never know. I mean, this team, I don't want to get into any kind of details, but this is a 2-year window they've been waiting for a long time. And that has a lot to do with Hugh Thoreau's junior and senior year. However, moving forward even further, I think they have a good window of talent and opportunity. But these next 2 years, the expectations are a little higher than they've been in recent years, in recent history. I mean,
see, I told you, my job's going to be very easy because Greg comes really prepared. And by the way, you said as of now. What did you say about
I said Thanksgiving? Game? Yeah.
And you as of now? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, as of then and now.
Well,
that's not going to change.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's going to change.
No, it's not going to change.
All right.
It might. I don't think so.
Listen. I don't want it to change. All right.
We had Brent at the game last year. The pouring rain.
We did have Brent. Yeah. We did have Brent in the pouring rain last year as our sideline reporter, and now we're – John, are you coming over to chat?
He is now.
Are you coming over to chat?
For a minute.
All right.
He's
down.
He's been working. John's been working.
I'm on my way to work. You guys enjoying your drinks or what?
Oh my God!
Good to see you.
They're amazing.
Excellent coffee.
Greg, hand him that mic.
Brett got me coffee right away. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I like the chai.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you got. The iced chai. Yeah,
it's hard to beat. Yes, I have to set up and tear down the studio every day when we do it here, but it's hard to beat this fantastic iced chai in the morning.
Well, homemade muffin just got dropped off, so.
I know we were just talking about the pastry.
It's
not just coffee; it's pastry.
Morning glory muffin.
And let me tell you something. They look good. I was watching Brett put them out, and luckily he got them all in the case. Because I was trying to snap one of them, but he caught me.
They're nice and warm. So.
Here's the thing. I tell this story all the time. I literally have told this story already this week. Greg, you and I did a basketball game with John a couple years ago in the studio, and he brought some sandwiches. You were just there to do color commentary. It was great. You didn't have to bring food, but you brought 2 homemade sandwiches for Greg and I from Marge. And oh my God, we were like, you can come back anytime you want. You can come.
I'll tell you a quick story. Many years ago, Brent did tell you that we had a coffee shop and an ice cream store in Misquamicut, right on Atlantic.
Right, yeah.
Hurricane Sandy put 4 feet of sand in both my stores and knocked me right out of business. So, unfortunately, in 2012. But when he first had the coffee shop, they had to go do something one day. He said, Dad, you got to take over. I got to take over. I said, I don't know how to make these fancy drinks. So they had a cheat sheet, So first person walks in and says, give me a caramel macchiato. I said, who? I said, buddy, what happened to a regular coffee, cream and sugar?
Yeah.
He goes, no, I want one of those here. So I look at the sheet. I said, okay. I had a little bit of caramel in it. I loaded that sucker right up. I said, so I said, listen, here's the deal, buddy. If you don't like it, don't pay for it. So I'm filling it in. I'm putting all kind of stuff in there. He goes, "This is the best drink I've ever had."
There you go.
I love that before you even said what it was, Greg was like, it's
Greg,
a caramel macchiato.
There
It's
you
going to be a caramel macchiato.
Yeah, the guy comes in with an Americana. I said, "What?" I said, where are they getting these drinks from?
Yeah.
I'm used to a decaf or regular
I
coffee.
drink black coffee. Ice black, please.
We stayed at a hotel last year, and the hotel had a free coffee bar in the morning with your room. So I went down, and Jackie was like, "This is what I want," and she gave me a bunch. I had to write it down. I had no idea what it was. I tell the guy, and he's like, "I'm the front desk clerk. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Hold on," and he Googled it. And I went back. I was like, I hope this is okay. She was like, I don't know what is in this coffee. It's not what I asked for, but it's great.
Now, as you guys all know, being in Musqueam, kids, crazy stuff happens. Some guy came in one morning, I swear to God, he looked just like the actor Vin Diesel.
Could have been.
Right? Looked just like him. He had a companion with him, a young lady. He said to me, and I thought I heard wrong, but I didn't. He says, "I want 22 shots of espresso." I said, "Excuse me? What do you want?" He goes, "I want 22 shots, 11 for me, 11 for her." Well, I did all that, and I was shaking for 3 days after that. But you know, we got some crazy things going
I can
on
imagine.
on
Yeah.
that place. You have no idea.
When I was working at Subway, 20 years ago, this guy came in and he said, some of my workers on this construction crew, they really like the food hot, and they complain every day that the sandwiches aren't hot enough. So I want you to load it up with jalapenos. And I was like, okay. And he was like, "Can you give me the jalapeno juice on the?" So each of these sandwiches, there's like 4 sandwiches. He was like, "Take the seeds out of the other jalapenos and put them on this." Just really, so we literally poured jalapeno juice on the bread and then did all of this stuff. And he was like, "I swear they're not going to complain. They're going to love it. Like, they're actually going to love it." And I was like, this is insane. I was like wanting to throw up by how much hot stuff we put on the sandwich. He came back the next day. He went, 2 guys loved it. 1 guy said, "No more, please.
No more,
I'm
please."
good. I'll take a tuna."
I've got a couple friends, but one in particular has challenged my wife many times. The hotter, the better. She's got some hot peppers. One time we were at you know how Legend has that thing on a Wednesday night, that like the outdoor fair, and there's a lot of food trucks up in downtown Legend area.
Yeah.
And you got vendors over there. Well, the guy had the ghost peppers. So my wife said, "How hot are they?" So the guy says, well, they could kill you if you eat enough of them.
Right.
So she mixed all kind of stuff. Didn't even phase this guy. Think it is. He told me, he says, it goes in hot, but the brain don't register that it's hot. But he eats them like I've seen him eat stuff hot.
Yeah.
I just shake my head because
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. But well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I've got to go to work. So you guys enjoy the rest of the day. You having fun this week up here?
Oh, of course. It's
We may never leave.
Are they? Ken loves it. Ken has decided to move in. Brent, I hope you're okay with that. Ken's gonna live in that back room now.
I'm just going to come in every morning.
Ken's gonna live in that back room now. He's told me that it doesn't matter where the new studio is. He's coming here every morning. So
Yeah, they're doing great up here. The people are really, really adapting to what's going on. I mean, you guys see it firsthand because you've been here all week, and the weekends are crazy. Then we got the crew that comes here. We got Zeke and Coach Ann Luzzy, and so that's an interesting group that we have here.
Yeah, they'll support anything.
We solve all the coaching problems.
Yeah. That,
in Weston. We solve them all.
on
It is
Wednesday,
unique. Sorry to interrupt. It is unique. Not that coaches get along, but to have all these head coaches that are actually close friends.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, Mike and Angela live right next door to each other. Greg Antoch, and there's a bunch of them. But I mean, he's brother-in-law to Mike Reyes. So
Yeah.
and Brent, so they're all It's a
It
tight
is
crew.
unique that you
Yeah.
know, and they do get along great. But
Greg, last time we had Sports Open Mic here, I don't know if you saw it. Last time we had Sports Open Mic here, I think we broke a world record for the most amount of high school coaches on a program. We had literally every single high school coach except for Ron Spazzato, who was at the office on Sal's show that morning. So, yeah, we had literally everyone here.
Wow.
It was
so you don't even have to invite anybody because they're already here.
Yeah.
You want to be
on Saturdays. Yeah, we don't even
Perfect.
need to invite anybody. Just
show up.
Brett, you want to come say hello?
All right, guys, take care.
Good to see
Thank you, John.
Your Red Sox maybe make it 11 in a row. What do you think?
It's after, something to do this afternoon. They play at 2:20. Perfect for me.
All right, we'll see. I'll see you. All right, take care, guys.
See you, John.
And now we are joined.
John, you got to stop by again because I'm sure we got more stories to tell about.
We got more stories. I told them a couple stories about the old coffee shop down there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got, that place was unique.
We'll do Sports Open Mic here again in a couple weeks. If that's okay with the man, the myth, the legend.
Anytime you guys want to come here, I mean, it's like you said, like there's always. That's how it was years ago, and it's so funny that we're able to do it again, where we got like, you know, all the guys that were hanging out. We were hanging out down the beach back then, but now a lot of guys come here, and the funny thing is, it's everyone's kind of involved in some kind of sports where you know, in this community. So like, you know, right now we're doing travel softball. So we got Zeke here who watches all the games, and you know, his grandkids played at Westerly, and he's got one now who's coming up who she plays travel for a national organization, travels the country and plays. So like, you know, like when these guys come here and they talk softball, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge from these guys when they are talking about things. So it is a lot of fun when they're here, and it's all chaos, which kind of makes it fun here.
It's a lot of fun. It's been beautiful weather. It's been a little humid. That broke. It's really nice, beautiful today.
You guys played through some heat in that big tournament last week, too.
Yeah.
The big one they had
Yeah.
before.
Bash the Beach. That's quite a undertaking for those guys to run that.
Last year it was the biggest tournament in New England. They brought in the most players.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, I think it's 10U, 12U, 14s,
Yeah.
and 16s that all play. So, yeah, I think we bring in like 60 teams.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Yeah, I was talking to the board of the Charahoe Girls Softball League, which I assume rivals. I would assume for not for travel, but for
yeah. So
for rec.
right,
Does Westerly have a rec
they do.
softball league?
We
Why don't I know this information off the top of my? I should
No,
know. I should be
you
connected with all of these rec leagues.
No, you-
I'm slacking.
No, you do. I mean, there is a rec league in Westerly. They actually combine with Charahoe and they play each other because it gives them. I mean, they at least they used to. I don't know if they still do. One of the problems that I see in sports is that I think, with the exception of soccer, rec sports are down big time. And it's
And
just.
travel leagues are up.
And travel leagues are up. So what happens is that, in all honesty, even though I coach one of the teams in town here, the travel programs are essentially watered down, you know, because now we get to the point where, you know, we're going to New Hampshire in a few weeks to play, and then we have a tryout a couple days when we go back. The last thing I want to do is see kids not be able to play. So they're not playing as much rec anymore. They're all playing travel. And there's New England Softball Club. There's Westerly. I mean, Rhodey Wave Runners. There's, you know, everybody and their mother's got a team that's a travel team now. So it's just become expensive rec. Yeah, and I don't know if I'll take any heat for saying this, but I'm being like as honest as I possibly can. So what happens is that's what happens. And unfortunately, what I see, because I work in a school with, a lot of kids that don't have the means to participate. We price some kids out, kids that cannot afford to play on a travel team, and it's a pretty penny. It's not cheap. So unfortunately, that's kind of the cycle we're in with sports nowadays.
My biggest problem with the travel leagues is that, these young guys are growing, and your body needs time off from contact. And they're playing now 2 seasons of full contact plus a flag season. There is no downtime for that body. Whatsoever. Granted, we're bringing some great athletes, but I got to think in the long run, there's got to be some kind of takeaway from that.
Yeah, at the high school, especially, one of the things I've said for all summer is that when are we doing too much here? Because I think that selfishly, all the coaches have their summer programs that are going on. I love it. I enjoy coaching in the summer. I think the kids get a lot out of going to play in Narragansett. We play twice a week. But then I offer 2 days of team workouts in the morning on Tuesday, Thursday. So the guys show up, we get shots up. We do some drills. Then whoever's there, we play 3-on-3, 5-on-5, however, whatever if there's an odd guy, I've been playing. So, that's what we've been trying to do. I also do one-on-ones. But then, like, for a kid who's a football player or a lacrosse player or both, then they're doing it times 3 because they're going to lifts for football. They're doing all these other programs. So there's quite a bit of things happening for a student athlete nowadays. So
we just got a comment. From Jordan Husero. Lack of youth programs has weeded out the casual athletes, which every program needs.
Good point.
Yeah, he's right.
Jordan's a smart guy.
He's
also a coach on the high school team, if you don't know.
Yeah.
And father of star quarterback, obviously. But that's a great point. I never even thought of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and that's unfortunately that's it. I think basketball is down in numbers. But again, that I know that their travel teams are doing fantastic. I see those 3rd and 4th graders come to my camp, and I watched, see, friend with a mom here or there on Facebook, and I see the videos of those guys playing at a pretty high level. And, if you think about it, 5 years, they'll be up in the high school. So
that's got to get you excited.
I am,
because I know that I've heard you say here, literally, like, well, my plan is to coach until I literally am so old I can't walk anymore onto the court. So you're very excited looking at 5 years ahead in the future. Yeah, no,
it's fun doing that because, like, you get to see the kids progress. So when they come to our camp and stuff, but but they have a lot of kids playing travel. They're getting around, playing all over Rhode Island. But again, like it's taking out the kids that used to be like $50 or $100 to play rec ball, and now it's just that price is way up there because you're not just going to Federico Gym and going home with a T-shirt like this with a number on the back, sponsored by Reels or somebody like that. You know what I mean? It's you're paying for refs, 2 refs a game, $75 each, $150, renting facilities, all that stuff's got to be paid for. So I wish I had the magic ball and I could pull an answer out and make that answer for everybody, but I just that could be an unbelievable topic. That's why I could go on and on probably all morning about it. So and again, I don't have the answers, but I wish I did.
You just mentioned Reels, which, by the way, shout out to Reels Grocery. I mean, the best sandwiches. Have you, now that you're in Ashaway every day, have you had Pete's?
I don't think I've ever had Pete's. No.
Brent Fazzaro, you and I are doing a special stream here where you and I have Pete's Grocery together.
Okay. They have a grinder stuff, so it's similar to Reels?
Oh,
I don't even know.
God,
listen. When you think about it, I'm a Wesley guy.
I know, and I'm a Charahoe kid.
Right.
Anything. I mean, it's basically like Reels. Like it's it's they're very, very, very similar. They taste different. Honestly, they do. They have different brands,
Yeah, yeah.
different oils and stuff, but very similar.
In other words, their menu is basically
Their
the
menu
same.
is basically the same. Sorry, thank you.
Then
Thank you very
what?
much. They have tremendous meatball grinders that people
Yeah.
love. My dad always got the Genoa. My mom always got the roast beef. I've been a Genoa guy my whole life. Jackie likes the turkey and ham. But for me, being a Charahoe kid, and also my dad grew up. My dad, when he was a little kid, in between living in Europe for post-war stuff, because it was right after World War II and they were army brats. When they came back home to Rhode Island, they lived on 91, walking distance, and so him and his mom and little brother and sister would walk down to Pete's Grocery. This is the 40s, and get sandwiches, and always did throughout his entire life. And so when I'm feeling super nostalgic or like miss my parents or something, I'll go to Pete's and get a sandwich. They mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And it hasn't, I mean, it's changed owners obviously a few times in 100+ years, but it's still the same. And it's fantastic. So we got to get you to try it.
Absolutely.
If you're a reels person, it's great. I don't think you're gonna change your mind and like go to one over the other. But like Dave and I have this conversation all the time. Reels versus Pete's versus Ma and Pa's in Hope Valley. They're all, and Ma and Pa's is a little different because it's a full deli, but yeah.
So all right, because now see, I just never been. It's out of my realm. Like I don't know. Like I'm a Wesley guy.
It's literally right over there now. So.
Right.
But it's a road that he probably doesn't pass.
Why would you ever go down that road? Yeah.
Right. But like a buddy of mine who lives in Charlestown, he swears by Rippy's.
Right.
That's another one. Yep.
Right. So like,
Yep.
but in one, because I used to work with him. He's got a fence company, and every once in a while, he'd be like, "Hey, let's stop at Rippy's first and grab something to eat, and then we'll take it to the job with us." So I've been there before, but like just because of circumstance, you know what I mean? So
Rippy's has great chicken, like their grilled chicken or their chicken cutlets are great. They're very different, but they're awesome. Rippy's is a fantastic place. If you're in Charlestown and you want a slice of pizza, like it's so funny because it's a little package store, right? So you walk in, you got wine and spirits and beer on the left, and you have this like little grocery and whatever, and then you're like, there's just this. It's like the to-go pizza, like you would see at like, it looks like what you would see at like 7-Eleven or something, right? There's just like a thing, and it's just sitting there under the heat lamp, and you're like, let me go grab. Now you can order a full pizza, and they'll make it for you custom. I've never done that, but just grabbing their slice of pizza that you put on two like white paper plates, and it just soaks through with the grease. It is like, I lived in New York for a while. It is the closest thing around here to just grabbing a slice of pizza at a random dollar pizza place in New York. It's so good. It hits suspiciously hard. It's great.
I mean, we just covered the culinary area of Charahoe.
Well, I was just gonna
Street Pizza, which is right there.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Very
oh
good.
My God.
It's different style pizza.
It's different
thick,
style pizza.
but
I've been
I
craving,
like that pizza a lot.
Main Street Pizza is great for the pizza. I am obsessed with the Main Street salad. Main Street salad is so good. Their sandwiches are great. Love Main Street Pizza.
Well, you hit it on the head. We just did we used to do a program years ago on ERI where it was around the town, and it was different places. So you guys just did it. You went around the town only eating.
Right.
And getting back to Pete's Grocery, actually the owner of that, Peter Pucci, he actually worked at, remember Harris or Cottrell's? He actually worked there and opened up that store and ran it. His family. They had it for years. Peter Pucci.
Wow, that's awesome. I
But you should look into that. You could have a different program around the town for food.
we used to do a show called Quick Bites that I stopped doing because of anxiety, but
Why'd you stop?
because of anxiety, Lisa and I would go to.
Well, let somebody else do it.
I know, right? Lisa and I would go to a place and order something, and it was great because Lisa Ornberg, our incredible camera operator, had never been to like 99% of the places, and so one day we went to Mystic Pizza 2, and she has celiac, I believe. So I always tried to find a place that had good gluten options,
Yep.
gluten-free options. Every place has good gluten options, and she was like, Brent, you're gonna have to go in a second. She fell in love with Mystic Pizza 2. Brent's got to actually do his job. We'll have him back in a minute.
Oh, you got to work too.
gotta
I mean,
work, you know?
geez.
But yeah, so that was fantastic. We went to Haversham, we went to the Thirsty Beaver, went to a whole bunch of different places. A lot of times I would go do it on my own. We did those breakfast sandwich reviews. The issue is
The issue is you just did about $4,000 worth of commercials.
that's true.
Well,
Listen, I'll give you the video for this. You go out and sell them for me, okay? No, I loved Quick Bites. The only reason I stopped doing Quick Bites was moved into a giant house that cost a lot more money, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be going out to eat 5 times or 3 times a week and filming it. And then the other was just anxiety. I got really bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks, and going out in public and filming and doing that stuff, being on camera was difficult for that. So I stopped doing it. But yeah, we should definitely pick Quick Bites back up
sure.
because it's great, and you get to
Especially the summer.
taste the town. Taste the Town is a good name for
What is it?
Taste the Town.
Yeah. Taste of the town.
Taste of the Town. Anyway, so
Tired now.
well, I've already taken one of you off Thanksgiving, but I'm not telling you which one.
I'm tired. It's a long tour. I went from Ashaway to Charleston to back to Ashaway, Route
I
216.
got you hungry?
Yeah, it's too early for breakfast. Lunch. I don't want breakfast. Well, where's good breakfast around here?
Good breakfast around here used to be what we're staring at, the brick oven.
Yeah. Like 3 different times I've been there. 3 different owners.
Yeah.
I don't know why it doesn't succeed in this location.
Where is good breakfast
Oh,
around here? I
okay.
mean, I would go if I was here, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. If I was in Ashaway right now, I would go to, which I am, for breakfast. I would go to the pantry, the eatery. Like I would go to Westerly. I don't think Wood River Inn or Wood River Bar and
Yeah,
Grill. I
they
don't
don't.
think that they
They
serve. I don't think that they serve breakfast anymore. That's where I used to go as a kid. Reds in North Stonington, phenomenal.
That's not. That's in Stone.
Stonington, Pawcatuck,
It's actually on Route 1,
on Route
just
1.
past the post
Yeah.
office.
That's is it Besso's?
No, right near the post office
No,
on Route 1.
which is the one on the bridge.
Oh,
Variety.
Bogue Valley.
Oh yeah, Bogue's Alley.
I like their
That's not really a sit-down breakfast place, but
They got
It's-
delicious.
but they have
they have a west of the
Breakfast
the best
pizza.
breakfast. Yeah,
By the way, Reds you're talking about. That's John Russo's daughters that
Yes.
run that place.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys know John or not.
Shout out to Aaron Russo from Roof Right Roofing, also a member of that family, John's nephew. Thank you to Roof Right, one of our longest running advertisers.
What's the longest?
Kiefer's Martial Arts.
Okay.
Did you know that we have a 90+% retention rate for advertisers?
I do know now.
The only people that have ever, there have been a couple people that like signed on real quick and then left. And other than that, everyone has stayed.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So-
great.
The only people that have not stayed in the history, which is like 3, were here for less than a month.
And how many years we're talking now?
This will be our third season of what we do now.
Well,
So-
being that I worked in advertising, that's you should be proud of that. That's not an easy thing to do. Keep all those advertisers all those
We're
years.
gonna try pretty soon.
You comment, and then you comment, and then you just come in. You want to come say hello? Oh, come on.
Just stand behind
I'm
it.
gonna start calling you soon now. I'll be on your phone soon now.
Come have a seat next to Greg. Ladies and gentlemen,
No. Great to see
our Westerly High School JV football coach, our offensive coordinator. Is that right?
Co-defensive.
Co-defensive coordinator. God knows I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Ronnie's the offensive coordinator.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Jordan Husero. Sorry if I didn't say his name. Jordan Husero. You've already heard from him on the program with a
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah, pretty good. Just in the
See, this-
thick of football season already. So
Yeah.
yeah,
This is the interesting thing about doing a show at a public coffee place. People are watching the show and then they can come in and say hello.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to solicit guests. They just come right here.
just-
I tried
they
to
just
tell
show
you, you just come here and do it. It's
This is a
easy.
perfect. This is a perfect spot too, because I'm on my way out of town. I grab a coffee on the way out, and
There you
Perfect.
go.
yeah,
I assume you've had a really busy summer. Speaking of travel
Oh,
leagues
yeah.
and all sorts of stuff, I know that I assume both of the boys play year round.
yeah. As we were talking about before, like the specialized sports. Obviously there's like a balance between, figure you got to play enough travel ball to be competitive, but you want to. It's important to mix it up and play different sports and all that. So both boys play basketball, and they actually did track this year for the first time to get themselves faster for football, but kind of mix it up. And then once June hits, it's a lot of camps and that kind of thing. So, yeah.
It's exciting. I know that you guys got to be excited for this upcoming season and season. You're moving forward from that. So how's everything looked in the off season?
Good. We've got a lot of committed guys. I mean, all season lift. And now that we're in, our install OTAs, the guys are working really hard. We got passing league on Thursday nights, which has been really fun at New London. The team's looking really good over there. So,
And
that's a
he's
lot of
feeling
fun.
great. There's no leftover from the
Yeah,
injury?
no, he's good. He's healthy and all that. And this time of year, you kind of you talk about like overworking. Like a lot of guys, I think it sounds like we're going to kind of give them a little bit of time off before the mid-August push hits. But we got a lot of guys that are going to contribute for us this year. So
It's awesome.
it should be
I
a
am
really
super
fun year.
Yep.
Sorry, didn't mean to take out your knee.
Oh,
there.
that's okay. Don't worry about it. You'll get the bill in the mail.
I mean, it's got to be nice.
Ben just
The-
whacked me in the knee
Hey, listen,
with the
Ken.
microphone.
Nobody
But-
saw.
and then he makes,
No,
it
actually,
makes
they
it
did
sound
say
like
it.
it
It's
was a
right on
mistake.
camera.
I'm hurting.
Jordan, it's got to be nice, like from Landon's perspective, as a quarterback going into junior and senior year, to have so many weapons. Like you just pick a guy, and
Yeah.
they could be number one receiver. Like obviously Cummings had an insane year last year. Jake Karen has really come on. Chubb is a phenomenal tight end. Caleb Williams, Allen, who I'm sure will get more playing time on varsity this year. Like,
yeah, I mean, the great, like you said it, like the great thing, and for us as coaches too, like not only do we have a lot of skilled guys, we have a lot of different types of guys, right? So we've got, Danny is obviously a great receiver on the outside, fast, can outrun pretty much any defense. You got Jake, who's running clean routes, can catch the balls and catch the ball in traffic. You got Caleb, who's 6'4", 6'5", over the middle, real tough matchup. And then of course Calvin Hill or Chubb, he's a threat up the seam. He's a threat to the flat. And you give me, especially as these kids get older, these kids have had experience playing younger. You give me many high school kids that can tackle a kid like Calvin Hill. It's going to be, it's going to be a lot of trouble. And I know from a running game perspective, like, we may not have an insert here running back, but we're going to have a lot of guys that are capable of playing the position. With Landon being healthy, he'll be able to run the ball more. We held that back last year with his injuries. So I think it's going to be a really fun year. Going into every year now with, again, the roster size, the school enrollment makes it really difficult. Roster size is typically low or has been low. So depth is an issue. Line is always a thing that, like, in Westerly, it's like, imagine the day when people are questioning if you're going to have guys on the line, right? Yeah. But now, every year you kind of go into it.
Did you graduate? You graduated, right?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
I played in college too.
No, I was fucking around, man. I was saying maybe you could go back and be on the line.
You redshirt year?
Yeah.
You're back as a free agent.
Yeah, free agent. Yeah, free agent
great.
sign
No,
transfer window.
A couple of weeks ago, we're thinking, what are we going to have on the line? Lost a couple guys there, but we've had some, some new guys, some guys that are returning but have taken that step forward. I think we're gonna. I think we're either, we're gonna have a real good line, especially the way that we're playing it. So it should be fun.
It's the way I kind of read it going into the season. And you just reaffirmed it. That I had a feeling the coaches were going to be excited and highlight these. Speaking of schedules, Ronnie gave you a tough schedule.
Yeah.
It's a very competitive schedule all the way around.
Yeah, we had a hard schedule last year. We want to compete. We did well last year. We've made it more difficult this year by adding a team like Scituate, week 0 as they call it. So that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a real good one. And honestly, like, we have all the guys, but Ronnie obviously the offensive coordinator calls the offense. He does a really great job of utilizing every piece that we have, and with not a ton of depth on the line, he does a great job of kind of making their job a little easier. Our blocking schemes, it allows them to work together as opposed to being isolated. And then obviously, the passing game with like real quick game, doesn't make them have to block for 4 or 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds of play. We kind of take advantage of what the defense gives us.
What position did you play?
Linebacker and guard.
You were a linebacker?
Middle linebacker.
Nice.
I called the defense my senior year.
Nice. I played nose guard, and our varsity ran a 4-3, so I never played.
Yeah, we ran a 5-3, and I was fortunate my junior and senior year to have excellent nose guards with absolutely no egos, because they would come to me before the play and say, "Where do you want the hole?" And they would just drag 2 blockers. If there was a defensive holding that there is, but they actually called, we would have been illegal on every play, because I literally had the assistance of holding a throw out of the way.
We gotta get Coach Kelly from Cheraho on with Bill sometime on Saturday morning, as we keep talking about, because I really wanted. I begged him in JV every single day, every single play. Coach, put me in a tight end.
Yeah.
Coach, put me in a tight end. I got hands, Coach. Put me in a tight end. And finally, in like one of our last games of the season, we went into a jumbo formation, and he let me be in the jumbo formation as the tight end for a goal line. but we never passed ever, not one time.
We
And
were
finally, he was like,
we were on like 11 a game or something.
he was like, finally, it was like our last game of the season. He was like, Goose, go out for a pass. Like, just do a little turn. And I was like, I got you, coach. Caught it.
You sure you want us to get Callahan?
Caught it. I caught it. Penalty. Got called back. He went, we're going to run it. I was like, yeah. Those are my only two notable high school things.
I know Kelly too.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell him, don't hold back. I want to know everything about Ben.
They won a state championship against the team. They had back-to-back already. They were ranked like 25th in New England, and it had been snowed out twice. So we were waiting until December 11th. Field's still in shake condition, but we got to play this game. We won the game with a safety and a punt return for a touchdown. And that was it for offense in the whole game by anybody.
We the second notable play for me was that I almost got an interception in a game, and the problem was I was about 15 yards back from the line, and I was so excited that I almost got the interception, and I went off the field, and Coach Preventure pulled me aside and went, "What the were you doing that far back? What are you doing? I don't care that you almost caught the ball. You're a nose guard. You should have been 15 yards the other direction." I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's one of the things as a coach. I mean, it's like, you'll have a guy get an interception and everybody's celebrating, and it's like, you want to celebrate, but this guy's completely out of position.
Yeah.
And so you gotta still coach it, because if the quarterback read it right,
That
it's a
was
touchdown.
me. That was me. We unfortunately have a hard out at 9. So we have to say goodbye. But I want to say thank you to everybody here at Revive. I want to say thank you to John Fazzaro, Brent Fazzaro, Jordan Husero, Zeke, the voice Greg Moreno, the legend Ken Collins. We are here live at Revive. We'll see you tomorrow live from Toscano's Men's Shop in downtown Westerly. Bye for now. RI Elder info coming up.